What would you do if the person you love suddenly received news that could change everything? When a health crisis arrives without warning, families are forced to face emotions they never expected. Moments like these test strength, trust, and the bonds that hold people together. Julia Roberts' husband found himself in exactly this position, and what he did next left fans across the world in tears. Keep watching as we uncover the truth behind Julia Roberts' tragic diagnosis and the emotional response that followed. Julia Roberts became a household name after playing Vivian Ward in the 1990 hit film Pretty Woman. For decades, she has been seen as a symbol of success in Hollywood. But recent reports have suggested that she has been dealing with deeper health concerns behind the scenes. Over the past several months, people have noticed changes in her appearance. She has looked unusually tired and much older than before, which has sparked worry among both fans and co-workers. These signs have raised questions about serious health challenges she may be facing in private. Adding to the concern are claims that Roberts is struggling with worsening eyesight. People close to her say she has developed progressive eye problems that are becoming hard to manage. This has not only affected her everyday activities, but has also led many to wonder whether she will be able to continue acting in the long run. Many believe that her current struggles go all the way back to the 1980s, when she reportedly suffered from spinal meningitis early in her career. Although she recovered and continued to work, it seems that lasting effects from the illness may be resurfacing now. Spinal meningitis is a condition that causes inflammation around the brain and spinal cord. Most people recover, but some experience long-term complications involving the nervous system and sensory functions. In Roberts's case, it appears this earlier illness may be connected to the challenges she faces today. A source quoted by the National Enquirer said, "Julia knows meningitis can lead to vision loss, and she already struggles to see clearly. She is clinically blind in one eye, and her vision in the other eye is slowly fading. Her biggest fear is not being able to see her children again. Her eyesight problems have deeply affected her daily life. Simple tasks that used to come naturally have become difficult. Reading scripts, something essential for acting, has turned into a challenge. She now relies more on audio versions or assistance from others. Beyond her job, the possibility of losing her sight carries a heavy emotional burden. As a mother of 3, the idea of not being able to see her children clearly is extremely upsetting. Unfortunately, her vision is not her only health concern. Reports say Roberts is also dealing with constant pain, especially in her head and neck. These symptoms match the long-term effects some people experience after meningitis. Friends worry that she may be facing a serious condition that could worsen over time. A source told the National Enquirer, "Julia has lost a lot of weight and looks very frail. She talks about severe headaches and pain in her neck and back, and these issues seem to be getting worse." These health challenges have come at a moment when her career had started moving forward again. After taking time off for her family, Roberts recently returned to major roles and earned praise for projects like Homecoming and Ben is Back. But now, her declining health has reportedly caused her to reconsider the kind of work she can handle. The demands of long filming days, physical scenes, and the need for strong eyesight make her job difficult. People in the industry wonder if she may need to cut down her workload or even step away from acting if her condition does not improve. As Roberts tries to cope with all of this, reports say the pressure has begun to affect her marriage to cinematographer Daniel Moder. The couple, who celebrated their 21st anniversary in 2023, has faced challenges in the past, but her health issues appear to have created new strains. Those close to them say Moder is trying his best to support her, but is struggling with the changes in their routine and responsibilities. Balancing his own work, their children, and Roberts's health needs has reportedly caused tension at home. Still, not everything is negative. There are signs that Roberts is actively searching for ways to improve her condition. She has been meeting with top specialists in neurology and eye care, looking into new treatments that could slow down or improve her symptoms. Although the details of her medical care remain private, insiders say she is trying a mix of traditional medicine, physical therapy, and newer experimental options. Her family has also stepped in as a strong source of support. Despite rumors about their marriage, her husband is said to be closely involved in her medical decisions. Their teenage children have reportedly taken on more responsibilities to help their mother. Her sister, actress Lisa Roberts Gillen, along with other relatives, has also been by her side. This support system has been important as she deals with the emotional and physical challenges of her condition. As word of her health problems has spread, the public and the media have paid close attention. Paparazzi photos showing her looking thinner and tired have fueled gossip and worry. Roberts and her team have kept most details private, which fits with her long-time preference to guard her personal life. While this has helped protect her family from unnecessary attention, it has also created room for speculation and confusion about her true condition. As Julia Roberts continues to face her health problems, many people are unsure about what comes next for her acting career and public life. Some believe that these struggles might signal a possible end to her work in front of the camera, while others feel confident that her strength and determination will help her get through this stage. While everyone waits for more information, her fans keep hoping for improvement and look forward to seeing her recover. Before she became one of the most famous actresses in the world, Julia Roberts was a girl growing up in Smyrna, Georgia, with dreams that seemed far bigger than her surroundings. She was born on October 28, 1967, and grew up in a family deeply involved in the arts. Her parents, Betty Lou Bredemus and Walter Grady Roberts, were actors and playwrights who ran a children's acting school in Decatur, Georgia. Being raised in an environment filled with creativity likely shaped her interest in acting. She also has two older siblings, Eric Roberts and Lisa Roberts Gillen. Her early years were not easy. Her parents separated, her mother remarried, and she lost her father to cancer when she was only 10. His passing left a lasting emotional mark on her. As a child, Roberts wanted to become a veterinarian, but she later gave up on that idea when she realized she struggled with the science side of the field. After finishing high school in 1985, she moved to New York City to live with her sister, Lisa. Both Lisa and their brother Eric were already trying to build acting careers there. Julia followed the same path and got a small role on the TV series Crime Story in 1987. Her breakout moment arrived in 1988 when she appeared in Mystic Pizza. Even though it was not a massive movie, her supporting role grabbed attention from critics and audiences. That job, along with her performance in Steel Magnolias in 1989, where she received her first Oscar nomination, set the foundation for what became her rise to fame. Soon after, she starred in Pretty Woman in 1990, playing a young woman who falls in love with a wealthy client. The film became a box office hit, and Roberts earned an Oscar nomination for Best Actress. She did hit a rough patch after that. Dying Young, 1991, brought mixed reactions, and Hook from the same year also fell short at the box office. Around that time, she ended her engagement to actor Kiefer Sutherland, who had been her co-star in Flatliners. Their breakup happened just days before the planned wedding. After taking some time away from major film roles, Roberts returned strongly with The Pelican Brief in 1993, where she starred alongside Denzel Washington. In 1996, she took on a very different role in Mary Riley, playing a maid who works for Dr. Jekyll. The film, however, didn't attract much interest from audiences. She then returned to the romantic comedy genre and regained her huge popularity. She starred in My Best Friend's Wedding in 1997 with Dermot Mulroney and Notting Hill in 1999 with Hugh Grant. Even Runaway Bride, which did not impress critics, still drew large audiences because of her star power. Also in 1997, she worked with Mel Gibson and Patrick Stewart in the thriller Conspiracy Theory. Roberts reached a major turning point in 2000 with Erin Brockovich. She played a determined single mother who becomes involved in a legal case against a California power company accused of contaminating a town's water supply. Her performance earned her an Academy Award, along with several other honors. Her paycheck for the film, $20 million, set a new record for actresses at the time. In 2001, Roberts appeared in The Mexican with Brad Pitt and James Gandolfini. While making this movie, she met cameraman Danny Moder. At the time, both were in relationships with other people, but they grew close, and after their breakups, they eventually began dating. Roberts then continued with lighter roles in Ocean's 11, 2001, and Ocean's 12, 2004, joining a cast that included Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Matt Damon, and Andy Garcia. In 2004, she shifted back to serious drama with Closer, acting alongside Clive Owen, Natalie Portman, and Jude Law. The film dealt with the ups and downs of two relationships affected by dishonesty and emotional conflict. In 2006, she made her Broadway debut in 3 Days of Rain with Bradley Cooper and Paul Rudd. Even though the play received mixed reviews, it earned more than $12 million during its 12-week run. In 2007, she starred in Charlie Wilson's War with Tom Hanks and Philip Seymour Hoffman, earning a Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actress. She followed that with Fireflies in the Garden in 2008, acting alongside Willem Dafoe, Emily Watson, and Ryan Reynolds. Her husband, Danny Moder, worked as the film's director of photography. It was shown at the Berlin Film Festival and released overseas, although it never made it to theaters in the United States. Julia Roberts returned to American theaters in 2009 with Duplicity, where she reunited with her Closer co-star Clive Owen. Speaking to People magazine, she explained her 2-year break from American films by saying she didn't feel driven to work unless the project felt truly worthwhile. The movie didn't earn major box office success, but many critics welcomed her return. Alongside acting, Roberts has also taken on work behind the camera. She was an executive producer on the short-run TV series Queen Supreme in 2003, as well as several TV adaptations of the American Girl stories, including the 2008 film Kit Kittredge, An American Girl, which starred Abigail Breslin. In 2010, Roberts appeared in the ensemble comedy Valentine's Day and the adaptation of Eat, Pray, Love, based on Elizabeth Gilbert's best-selling book. The following year, she worked with Tom Hanks again in Larry Crowne, a story about a man who decides to rebuild his life after a personal downturn. Roberts then moved into fantasy with her role as the evil queen in the 2012 film Mirror, Mirror, a retelling of Snow White. She appeared alongside Armie Hammer, Nathan Lane, and Lily Collins. Even with its well-known cast, the movie received mixed to low reviews. A year later, she starred in the drama August, Osage County, with Abigail Breslin, Ewan McGregor, and Meryl Streep. Her performance earned her a 4th Academy Award nomination. Roberts later gave a strong performance on television in 2014 with the HBO drama The Normal Heart, appearing with Mark Ruffalo, Matt Bomer, and Jim Parsons. The film, based on Larry Kramer's play, follows the lives of gay men during the early AIDS crisis. Roberts won an Emmy Award for her supporting role as a doctor caring for AIDS patients. In 2015, she worked with Nicole Kidman and Chiwetel Ejiofor in the police thriller Secret in Their Eyes. The next year, she joined the cast of Gary Marshall's Mother's Day and co-starred with George Clooney in Jodie Foster's thriller Money Monster. After portraying the mother of a child with a facial difference in the 2017 film Wonder, Roberts took on another emotionally demanding role in the 2018 film Ben is Back, which focused on drug addiction. That same year, she starred in the Amazon series Homecoming, which earned her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a television series. In 2006, Roberts signed a $6 million endorsement deal with fashion label Gianfranco Ferré. Photographer Mario Testino shot the campaign in Los Angeles, and it appeared across Europe, Asia, and Australia. Since 2009, Roberts has served as Lancome's global ambassador, working closely on the development and promotion of its beauty products. She extended her contract for 5 years in 2010 for a reported $50 million. Roberts later became the global face of Chopard's Happy Sport and Happy Diamonds campaigns in 2021, and in 2023, Chopard announced her as its global brand ambassador. In 2024, Roberts expanded her creative interests by partnering with Chopard on a high jewelry collection. Chopard x Julia Roberts. The collection highlighted the Inso Emerald, a key gemstone, and showcased her design input combined with Chopard's craftsmanship. The collaboration also emphasized a shared focus on sustainability in luxury jewelry. Unveiled in Los Angeles, the project reflected Roberts's wide-ranging career and her involvement in creative work outside of acting. Roberts has had several well-known relationships, including with Jason Patric, Liam Neeson, Kiefer Sutherland, Dylan McDermott, and Matthew Perry. She was briefly engaged to Sutherland, but the couple ended the relationship shortly before their planned wedding on June 14, 1991. Roberts later said that the decision to cancel had been made long before the date of the ceremony and that it was mutual. She married country musician Lyle Lovett on June 25, 1993, at St. James Lutheran Church in Marion, Indiana. They separated in March 1995 and later divorced. From 1998 to 2001, Roberts dated actor Benjamin Bratt. She met her future husband, cameraman Daniel Moder, on the set of The Mexican in 2001, while she was still with Bratt, and Moder was still married to Vera Steinberg. Moder filed for divorce shortly after, and once it was finalized, he and Roberts married on July 4, 2002, at her ranch in Taos, New Mexico. Their marriage has remained one of the more stable ones in Hollywood. They have 3 children, twins Hazel Patricia and Phineas Finn Walter, born in November 2004, and a son, Henry Daniel, born in June 2007. In 2010, Roberts shared that she had adopted Hinduism for spiritual fulfillment. She follows the teachings of Neem Karoli Baba, whose influence led her toward the faith. In September 2009, while filming Eat, Pray, Love at Ashram Hari Mandir in Pataudi, Swami Dharamdev gave her children new names based on Hindu deities. Lakshmi for Hazel, Ganesh for Phineas, and Krishna Balam for Henry. Roberts continued to balance her career with her personal life in the years that followed. She often spoke about how motherhood changed her priorities, explaining that she preferred to choose projects that allowed her to stay close to her family. Even while taking fewer roles, she remained one of the most recognizable faces in film and television. Directors and studios continued to seek her out because of her long history of consistently drawing audience interest. In the late 2010s and early 2020s, Roberts explored new opportunities in streaming projects. This shift allowed her to work on stories that were more character-driven and less tied to the traditional Hollywood release cycle. She took part in limited series and long-form storytelling, finding space to portray complex characters with more depth and time than a standard film might offer. Her work in Homecoming demonstrated that she could move into this medium with confidence, setting a path for other established film actors who wanted to explore similar roles. During this period, Roberts also increased her involvement in charitable work. She supported organizations focused on children's health, disaster relief, and environmental protection. She participated in campaigns to raise awareness about global issues and often used interviews to highlight causes she cared about. Her long-standing interest in helping others became more visible, showing another side of her life away from film sets and red carpets. Her collaboration with major fashion houses continued as well. Brands valued her presence, not just for promotion, but for creative direction and input. Roberts often spoke about how much she enjoyed working with teams that encouraged her ideas instead of simply attaching her name to a project. She saw these partnerships as a way to explore creativity beyond acting, and this approach helped her maintain a steady influence in the worlds of fashion and beauty. In the early 2020s, Roberts became more selective with her acting choices. She expressed that she preferred stories that carried emotional weight, strong writing, or a message she felt connected to. She also showed interest in producing, hoping to bring stories to the screen that might not otherwise be made. By stepping into a guiding role behind the camera, she aimed to support new writers, new voices, and stories that reflected real human experiences. As her children grew older, Roberts occasionally spoke about how much joy she found in watching them become their own people. She remained careful about keeping her family out of the spotlight, choosing privacy whenever possible. Even so, she shared that her life at home was her grounding force, and the reason she continued to make thoughtful career decisions instead of rushing into every opportunity. If you found this story meaningful, make sure to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another update. Your support helps us bring you more stories just like this.